Many people are overwhelmed when it comes to solving equations, but it need not be so. It is a very simple concept. Let me demonstrate. Suppose you have an equation y equals mx plus b. And let's say m equals 3, x equals 2, and b equals 1. You would say y equals 3 times 2 plus 1, which equals 6 plus 1, which equals 7. It's very simple, but we know that equations aren't normally clear-cut. We may have y equals mx plus b, where y equals 3, m equals 1/2, and b equals 5. So then we would write the equation, we'd plug in these, we'd get 3 equals 1/2 x plus 5. So to solve the equation, one has to isolate the x on one side of the equality with everything else on the other side. And to do that, you simply eliminate these numbers on this side to that side with exception to x. And to do that, whatever you do on one side, you have to do on the other side. To start, we have 3. And then we're going to say equals 1/2 x plus 5. We are going to start by getting rid of the 5 because that's the simpler one to get rid of. And to do so, if we take 5 and we subtract 5, we get 0. So 5 minus 5 equals 0. And because we subtracted 5 on this side, we subtract 5 on this side. And therefore, we haven't changed the value of this side of the equality because they're both equal still. Now, once we have done that, we can say 3 minus 5 is -2. Make sure you keep your negative sign straight and do not make any steps in your head or factor them in your head, but write them out. That will really save from making simple arithmetic errors and could gain you a few extra points on a math test. So here we have -2 equals 1/2 x. So now what we have to do is -2 equals 1/2 x, and we are going to multiply this side by 2. So if you multiply this side by 2, we have to multiply this side by 2. And therefore this value is still equal to that value. Now by multiplying both sides by 2, we have 2 in the numerator and 2 in the denominator. So these cancel out, so we have 1x, which equals x. So then we get -4 equals x. Now, whenever it comes to math, once you find a solution, you can always stick that solution in the original formula or the original problem and see if it actually is the correct answer. For example, we had this, 3 equals 1/2 x plus 5. Let us experiment. 3 equals 1/2 times -4 plus 5. So 3 equals 4 over 2. -4 over 2 is -2 plus 5. -2 plus 5 equals 5 minus 2, which gives us 3. So 3 equals 3. If your math test is a multiple choice test, they could always have one of the choices as 7. So then you could accidentally say 2 plus 5 equals 7, and you'd pick the wrong choice. So if you actually test this and you write everything out, you can keep everything straight and make sure you pick the right choice of answer. So keep that in mind when it comes to equations.